The more you give, the more you receive. March 16, 2014. Today we would like to focus your attention upon the topic of giving and receiving. You see, there are many who misunderstand the real power in giving. We do not ask that you give simply so that you may receive, as this defeats the purpose. But rather we ask that you truly give from your heart, and surely you will find it has not left you with any less, but rather it has left you both with more. This is what we would like to further explain in our message to you today. If you were told that you could give any amount of money, funds, help or assistance to anyone you wish to help, without it ever impacting your own abundance, would you give freely? The undoubted answer is yes. So why is it then that so many have such a reluctance to truly give? We will share with you our perspective of what we witness most often when it comes to the spirit of giving. There is a widespread fear that if you give to others you will not have enough for your own self. What we witness most is that many wish to help or assist others if only they had more to share, but since they believe so strongly in the fear of lack, they are paralyzed by the fear of not having enough. We will share with you the secret to giving. To give freely does not ever leave you with less, it leaves you both with more. We feel your curious minds trying to really understand how this could be. Let us further explain. When you give to another because you wish to assist them with a pure heart, you will also attract an equal or greater amount back to you. You see, the universe will always replace all that you give one way or another. It cannot be any other way. As we have stated in previous messages, money is simply the transfer of energy. Everything in your world is made up of energy. The universe in which you reside is infinitely abundant. It is not possible for the universe to run out of energy. But many fear that they will not have enough for themselves if they give what little they have away. The key to giving is, the more that you give, the more that you will receive. It is very important that you allow the energy to flow to you as it is to allow the energy to flow through you. The act of giving and the act of receiving are equally important. You must be willing to do both. In order for energy to continue to come in, it must also be allowed to flow in and out. The moment that it becomes stuck, resistance is created and the flow is blocked. You cannot attract more if you are too afraid to let it go. Nor can you continue to give if you are not willing to receive. Both are equally important. Many of you understand this concept on a conscious level, though there are still many ingrained beliefs which say that this cannot be so. So how can you begin to shift these subconscious beliefs so that you may free yourself of them? We would recommend that you begin to test this new belief out so that you can see it in action within your own reality. As we often say, the best way for humans to replace a belief is to witness a demonstration of the new belief within their own reality. Humans prefer to rely on proof, so intend to see proof of the power of giving. We would suggest that you start small. Though we do not perceive there to be any difference between manifesting a lot or a little, we realize that the human mind feels most comfortable starting with smaller amounts. Find someone or something that you wish to give freely to. The key is that you give simply because you wish to assist another, all the while knowing that the universe is infinitely abundant, and you will have all that you require when you are in need of it. Let us give you a simple example. You choose an organization that you support because you believe in what they stand for and you donate $5. You give to this organization simply because you would like to assist them in continuing the wonderful work that they do. Now the human mind often is trained to look at this situation and see that you have just given $5 to another, which leaves you with $5 less than what you previously had, yet this is not so. By offering that organization money, you allowed a space to open up energetically and you are now able to receive more energy. It may not be in the exact form of $5, it may be a gift of an equal or greater amount, it may be someone who wishes to buy you lunch, it may come in the form of someone performing a service for you free of charge. How it comes to you does not matter. All that matters is that you have allowed a space to open up energetically to allow for more energy to flow to you. Let us give you an analogy to help better explain our perspective. We will use the analogy of your lungs. As you go about your day, your lungs expand and contract as you fill them with air. If you do not allow the air to exit your lungs for fear that it will not be replaced, do you have any more room for more air to be stored? No, certainly not. Only if you allow the air to come and go freely do you have room for the air to once again fill your lungs. You cannot stockpile all of the air that you will need each day in one large breath. You must allow it to freely come and go, and in doing so you know that the air that you require will indeed be there when you need it. This is very similar to the way that energy flows through each of you. If you do not let it go, you do not leave any more room for it to come to you. We feel many of you say, "Yes, but I do not feel as though I am full." And to this we reply, you are as abundant as your thoughts and expectations allow you to be. It is your fear of lack that blocks the energy that you desire from coming to you. But, by beginning to shed those fears of lack, you allow the energy to flow to you in the amount that you require. You will begin to see just how powerful the act of giving really is. Remember, in order to give, you must be willing to receive. In order to receive, you must be willing to give. So give freely, and know that you will always have all that you require when you are in need of it. Allow it to manifest through the path of least resistance. For most, it is not that you do not wish to help another, it is your fear that it will not be replaced when you yourself are in need that prevents you from freely giving to another in need. But we are here to assure you that it is only through giving freely that you can also receive freely. You must be willing to openly receive just as you must be willing to openly give. To block either one is to create resistance. Energy is designed to flow. So we would recommend that you begin by giving what you can, and watch as the universe draws to you that which you have given to others. As you see this powerful universal law in action, you will begin to shed the fears that you hold which prevent you from being abundant in every form. We will leave you with one last thought. As we have said before, you cannot fear lack and attract abundance at the same time. It is the direction of your focus of your undoubting faith, which summons to you all that you draw to your reality. You can choose to focus on abundance or you can choose to fear lack. Which do you wish to focus upon? We hope that you have found our message to be helpful in some way, and we encourage you to connect with us as we are happy to assist you in every way that we can. In love and light, we are your angelic guides. Channeled by Taryn Creaney. www.angelic-guides.com